Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're taking a look at the Lincoln wheat penny, a small coin with a rich past. These pennies were made in the early to mid-1900s and are easy to recognize by the two wheat ears on the back. Some have unique features or older dates that make them special to collectors. Let's find out what makes these coins interesting and which ones could be hiding extra value. First up, the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark is a coin that reflects a significant era in American history. It was minted during the final year of World War II and holds both historical and numismatic interest. This particular coin is noted to have a dot on the front side, likely a result of circulation, wear, or a small environmental blemish. Despite this mark, the coin retains its core design and historical appeal. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the absence of a mint mark is typical for coins produced there during that time. The obverse of the coin features the enduring image of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's profile faces right and is accompanied by the inscriptions "In God We Trust" at the top, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1945 to the right. The design honors Lincoln's legacy and was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of his birth. On the reverse, the coin displays two stylized wheat ears, which gave the wheat penny its name. Between these ears are the denomination, 1 cent, and the issuing country United States of America. The Latin phrase "E pluribus unum" appears along the top rim, a motto meaning "out of many," one which reflects the unity of the United States. This reverse design remained in use from 1909 through 1958, becoming a familiar and nostalgic image for generations of Americans. The 1945 Lincoln wheat penny was struck using a bronze composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This material gives the coin its reddish tone, though over time, and with exposure to the elements, this can darken or develop spots, like the one observed on this coin. The dot on the front may be due to a contact mark, corrosion, or a small planchet flaw, but does not significantly detract from the coin's identity and historical relevance. In terms of production, over 1 billion Lincoln pennies were minted in Philadelphia in 1945, making this one of the highest mintage years for the wheat cent series. As a result, the coin is not rare in general circulation, but individual pieces are still valued based on their condition and any unique features. Collectors often include 1945 pennies in complete sets due to their wartime context and the overall quality of the design. While the dot on the obverse may impact its appearance, it does not erase the historical importance or the charm of this coin. The wear and small blemishes tell a story of a coin that passed through the hands of people during a pivotal moment in history. Coins from this era were used in everyday transactions, whether buying bread, mailing letters, or contributing to war bonds and patriotic causes. The 1945 Lincoln wheat penny serves as a reminder of the strength and resilience of the American people during a time of global conflict. Its simple but powerful design has continued to resonate with collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Even in circulated condition with minor imperfections, this coin carries a depth of character and historical significance that extends beyond its face value. For those who collect coins as a way to connect with history, the 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark stands out as a representative of mid-20th century America. Its widespread mintage and continued availability make it accessible, while its connection to World War II adds layers of meaning. Whether kept in a coin folder or passed on to future generations, this coin offers a tangible link to the past and the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the values he stood for. Next up, we have the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark is a common yet historically significant coin that was minted during a critical period in American history. Produced by the Philadelphia Mint, this coin does not carry a mint mark, which is typical for coins struck at that facility during that era. The year 1944 falls within the timeline of World War II, making this penny part of the wartime coinage that reflects the national efforts and sacrifices of the time. The obverse of the coin features the classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, Lincoln's image faces right and is accompanied by the inscriptions "In God We Trust" at the top, "Liberty" on the left side, and the date 1944 on the right. This design was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth and remains one of the most iconic depictions in American coinage. The reverse design consists of two stylized wheat ears bordering the inscriptions "1 cent" and "United States of America." Above these words is the motto "E pluribus unum," which translates to "out of many, one." This reverse design was in use from 1909 through 1958 and is what gives this series of pennies its name at wheat cents or wheat pennies. The simple yet elegant imagery of the wheat ears symbolizes agricultural prosperity and national strength during a time when those values were especially vital. In 1944, the composition of the penny returned to a primarily copper alloy after the brief use of steel in 1943. The coin is made from a bronze alloy consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This return to copper occurred because of public dissatisfaction with the steel cents of 1943, which often rusted and were easily confused with dimes. The copper used in 1944 was largely sourced from recycled shell casings and other wartime materials, giving these coins a unique link to the war effort. This specific 1944 wheat penny is described as circulated, meaning it has been used in everyday transactions over the years and has experienced normal wear. While it may not have the sharp details or bright luster of an uncirculated coin, it still retains the essential features and historical integrity. Circulated condition is common for coins of this age and does not diminish its role as a piece of American history. The mintage of the 1944 Lincoln penny was very high, with over 1 billion coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint alone. This makes the coin relatively common among collectors, but still appreciated for its historical background and as part of a complete Lincoln wheat cent collection. Many collectors seek examples of all coins in the wheat penny series, and the 1944 issue is a necessary and important part of that set. Although this coin may not hold high monetary value in circulated condition, it carries significance as a representative of an era defined by war, resilience, and national unity. The materials used and the design choices reflect the priorities and values of the United States at that time. Its continued survival after decades of use is a testament to the durability of its composition and the lasting importance of coins as everyday artifacts of history. Holding a 1944 Lincoln wheat penny provides a connection to the past and a physical reminder of the economic and social circumstances of the mid-20th century. It represents the millions of Americans who used similar coins to buy goods, send letters, and contribute to the economy during a time of global challenge. As a part of a collection or simply as a single item preserved over time, this coin speaks to the enduring story of American life and legacy. Next up we have the 1954 Lincoln wheat penny is a notable example from the later years of the wheat cent series, minted at the San Francisco Mint. It carries the small s mint mark below the date on the obverse side of the coin. The Lincoln wheat penny series began in 1909 and continued through 1958. With the 1954 issue representing a time of post-war recovery and mid-century American development. On the obverse side of the coin is the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln, facing right. This portrait was designed by Victor David Brenner and has remained a constant on the 1 cent coin for over a century. Above Lincoln's head is the national motto "In God We Trust." To the left is the word "Liberty," and to the right is the date 1954, followed by the mint mark as the obverse design aims to honor Lincoln's legacy and symbolizes values such as freedom, unity, and leadership. The reverse of the coin features the iconic wheat ears design, with two stylized stalks of wheat curving around the words 1 cent and United States of America. The phrase "E pluribus unum" appears at the top, emphasizing the nation's identity as a united whole formed from many states. This reverse design, used from 1909 until 1958, gives the coin its common name of wheat penny or wheat cent. The composition of the 1954 penny follows the standard bronze alloy of the era, consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This durable mixture gives the coin its distinct reddish-brown tone and ability to withstand decades of handling and circulation. Despite being over half a century old, many of these coins continue to survive in collections and in everyday finds. The condition of this particular coin is described as having some scratches on the area near the word Liberty and on Lincoln's face. These scratches are typical signs of wear for coins that have been in circulation for a long time. They may result from contact with other coins, surfaces, or handling over the years. While such marks reduce the coin's appeal to collectors seeking pristine examples, they do not take away from the historical and numismatic value it holds as an authentic coin from its era. The San Francisco Mint struck over 96 million Lincoln cents in 1954, making this coin relatively common. In terms of mintage, however, coins from San Francisco are often of interest to collectors because the S mint mark became less common in later decades. The presence of the mint mark, combined with the coin's age and design, makes it an important piece for those building a full wheat penny set or studying mid-20th century American coinage. Even with signs of wear, the 1954 Lincoln penny stands as a tangible piece of American history. It reflects the values and aesthetics of its time and provides insight into the everyday economy of the 1950s. Millions of Americans used coins like this one for daily transactions, from buying groceries to paying for transportation. Each mark or scratch tells a part of that story, connecting us with the people and events of the past. Collectors often appreciate coins like the 1954 penny not just for their rarity or condition, but for the connection they offer to American heritage. This coin represents an era marked by optimism, post-war growth, and the enduring respect for Lincoln's legacy. As a circulated coin with some imperfections, it remains a meaningful piece that carries the character of its long journey through time. Whether part of a larger collection or held as a single item of historical interest, it continues to tell the story of American coinage and national identity. Next up we have the 1954 Lincoln wheat penny is a classic example from the mid-20th century era of United States coinage. It was produced at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small d mint mark located beneath the date on the obverse of the coin. As part of the long-running wheat penny series, this coin holds both historical and collectible significance for enthusiasts and students of American coin history. The obverse of the coin features a right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this portrait became the first depiction of a real person on regular issue U.S. coinage. Above Lincoln's head is the inscription, "In God We Trust," a long-standing national motto. To the left of Lincoln is the word Liberty, and to the right is the year 1954, followed by the mint mark D indicating it was struck in Denver. The reverse side of the coin displays two stylized wheat ears flanking the words 1 cent and United States of America. This simple but symbolic design, also by Victor David Brenner, highlights the agricultural roots and strength of the United States. Above the wheat design is the Latin motto E pluribus unum, which means out of many, one. This message reflects the unity of the different states that form the United States. The 1954 wheat penny is composed primarily of copper, with a standard alloy mix of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This composition gives the coin its distinctive reddish tone, which can deepen over time into a range of brown shades depending on storage conditions and circulation history. Because of this high copper content, older pennies often take on unique coloration with age. In terms of mintage, the Denver Mint produced a large quantity of Lincoln cents in 1954, with more than 250 million coins struck that year. This high production means that the 1954 penny is generally considered common in numismatic circles. However, its place in the broader context of the wheat penny series ensures continued interest from collectors looking to build complete date and mint mark sets. The coin in question is described as being in good condition. This suggests it retains a clear and readable date, visible details on both the obverse and reverse, and minimal but expected wear from circulation. While it may not show the sharp detail of an uncirculated or mint state example, a good condition coin remains collectible and is especially valuable to those assembling circulated coin sets or enjoying the history each coin carries. Coins like the 1954 wheat penny serve as more than just numismatic items. They are small, durable links to the past, offering a glimpse into the everyday economic life of Americans in the 1950s. These coins passed through countless hands during an era marked by post-war growth, technological advancement, and cultural change. Each coin tells a silent story of its journey, making even common dates interesting to those who appreciate the blend of history, art, and metal. The enduring legacy of the Lincoln wheat penny continues to inspire new generations of collectors and historians. While modern coinage has shifted to different designs and materials, the wheat penny remains one of the most iconic and beloved series in American coin history. A 1954 penny in good condition holds both personal and educational value, serving as a reminder of a time when copper coins were a vital part of daily life and when attention to craftsmanship and symbolism was a central part of coin design. Next up we have the 1947 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint and is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series that began in 1909. This coin features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the image of Lincoln facing right is accompanied by the inscriptions "In God We Trust" above his head, "Liberty" to the left, and the year 1947 to the right. The absence of a mint mark confirms that it was minted. In Philadelphia, the reverse side of the coin displays two curved wheat ears along the sides, framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. Above these central inscriptions is the national motto "E pluribus unum." This design, which gives the coin its common name of wheat penny, was used from 1909 through 1958 and is a symbol of American agricultural strength and unity. The 1947 Lincoln penny was struck in a bronze composition consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This alloy gives the coin its typical reddish-brown appearance when new, but over time and with exposure to the environment, the color may darken or develop spots. The coin described is noted to have a black shade, which indicates significant toning or discoloration from oxidation, handling, or prolonged exposure to air and moisture. While this coloring does not affect the authenticity of the coin, it does influence its visual appeal and may affect collector interest depending on the level of contrast and detail that remains visible. Over 200 million Lincoln cents were minted in Philadelphia in 1947, making this issue relatively common in circulated condition. Despite its abundance, the coin still holds value for collectors interested in assembling a complete series of wheat pennies by year and mint. Circulated coins, such as this one, are often appreciated for the history they carry, having been used in daily transactions and having passed through many hands during a significant period in American history. The black shading on the coin may obscure some design features, but also adds to its character as an artifact of time. Coins that show signs of wear and discoloration offer tangible connections to the economic and social environment of the past. In 1947, the United States was adjusting to post-war realities, and coins like this one were a standard part of life across the country. Overall, the 1947 Lincoln wheat penny from the Philadelphia Mint in circulated condition with black shading remains a meaningful piece for collectors and history enthusiasts. Its age, design, and material contribute to its lasting place in the legacy of American coinage.